Hello folks, welcome back. Something a bit different today. You joined me at the Garden Media event, and this is in Islington in London. And it's a group of people in the gardening trade showboating their latest products. So just going to have a walk around, catch up with a few people I know, and maybe get some new products on show.
Hi, my name's Toby Thomas and I'm the director of Rocket Grow peat-free composts. We're based in Somerset, a British compost producer, and this is our fourth year of trading, and we've seen phenomenal growth over that period, and our eco message and the quality of our products has been well received by garden centres and consumers alike. This year we're very excited about some of the changes to our blends. We've added an organic fertiliser superfood to our multi-purpose, and this is a game-changing addition to what was already a good quality product. Moving forward through this year, we've had a number of different product launches, and they've included here are some of those. We've got bark chunks, chicken manure, and a new 50-litre multi-purpose, rose compost and a topsoil. The message we're trying to put out there to the market is that let's go beyond peat-free. We're the only leading compost manufacturer that doesn't use coir in blends, and from an eco perspective we think that's a game-changing point of note, combined with our sustainability credentials and the fact that we don't import coir from Sri Lanka. We produce green electricity and gas on our farm, which powers the bagging line. All of these positives make for an eco story that's very much a standout in the industry at the moment, and the growing results speak for themselves. So we hope more and more consumers will come on board with the Rocket Grow story and go beyond peat-free.
Toby, that's quite an impressive portfolio you've got there. Could you just describe to the viewers the different ranges of compost you do?
Well, we start with our seed and cutting composts, and this is with added John Innes, and then we recommend moving forward through to our multi-purpose with JI. We also have a general purpose multi-purpose which ticks all the boxes if you don't want to go too specialised, and John Innes isn't maybe something you're used to growing in. But we go beyond the peat-free compost to a lot of the additions that every garden needs through the growing season. Manure, farmyard manure, proper topsoil, chicken manure, which is game-changing, soil improver, premium bark chunks. There's something for all the season and all gardeners' growing needs, really.
What's the availability for the general grower? Is it available in garden centres or?
Yeah, we're in about 400 garden centres at the moment. With our rocketgrow.co.uk website, you can there's a find a stockist bar where consumers can add their address and see where they can buy Rocket Grow products locally. Failing that, we can supply direct to consumers from our website. We're happy to send out pallet loads of compost or individual bags in the post.
That's great. Toby, thanks very much for your time.
My pleasure.
Hi Nigel, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Good.
What you got in store for us today, Jason?
So, new product that we launched last year, probably around this time. We were a bit late coming to market because the tool took a little while to get in from China. So it's the Tray to Grow, and we've been very happy that we've received the Germii award for best basically watering system or product for the garden centre market. It was originally designed for a grow bag.
Okay.
But when I made the 3D models, because I quite often make 3D models before I go to full injection mold steel tool, because it's much cheaper to adjust the 3D models as it is a 5-ton piece of steel. So once we did the 3D models, we've suddenly realised that not only is it suitable for grow bags, it's also suitable for 4 other methods of watering.
Okay.
You can fit 4 standard seed trays in it. You can also put your pots on there as well, any size pots, pretty much anything that will fit on there, from tiny pots to 20-litre pots. Then we've got micro herb trays, so I've designed a micro herb tray, so 2 of them fit in each of there. And then I've also designed a fabric planter that's around 110 litres that you can do your root vegetables in there if you want to, or anything else really.
Are these using the aqua valve 5s?
Absolutely. So the aqua valve goes in one end.
Yeah.
There's channels in the tray. With regards to the grow bag, there are spikes that pierce the bottom of the grow bag so the water can get up into the grow bag. Every other method, it's just a capillary matting and the root control sheet on the top, and then the channels are filled with water and the matting gets pulled up, the water gets pulled up to the surface.
And just like the famous AutoPots, which we're all famous with, is these daisy chain, can you link them all together? Or
Absolutely. Yeah. So you can, bigger the tank, the more you can have sort of linked together. We're going to be doing a little project in the Maldives in the next couple of months where we're putting the tray to grows in the Maldives, into the atolls and the resorts, where we're going to be growing microherbs in paper.
Wow.
To make it so obviously they can't get soil or compost or anything easily there, so we need to make it as sustainable as possible. Proof of concept, I've been playing around with kitchen roll, works perfectly fine, but now I've found some better paper that's a little bit thicker that will hold a little bit more air and a little bit more moisture.
Regarding the one where you've got the end with the pots in there,
yeah,
is that a capillary mat in the bottom?
It is, yeah. So just the grow bag uses the spikes.
Yeah.
Everything else is the capillary matting method.
Okay. And these are available where?
These are available. Website is www.autopot.co.uk, and the RRP is $69.99. But what I'll probably do, Nigel, I'll probably give you a little code that you can put on your YouTube channel, and that'll then give your customers a discount. We'll speak about that after this video.
Jason, thanks very much for
My
your time.
pleasure. Cheers, Nigel. Take care.
Hi, I'm Eric Baudouin. I'm the founder of Germii, seed starting kits that can last more than 40 years.
Oh, so what is your new product you got on show today?
This is a kit. So we've got the kits. I'm going to show you how we can set it up. So it's sold in a little pouch like this, in 3 different sizes. And the way we build the kits is using a comb where we fit one partition to create a beehive where we will grow any kind of veg depending on the size of the seeds. So here we've got the first row. Now we're going to add another one. Now we're adding an extra row, which means we've created some extra space. And here we are, and we've managed to create the full kit now.
So these are available in 3 different sizes?
3 different sizes that you've got here. So that's the small size, 41 plants. The large one, 13 plants. And the medium size, 25 plants.
And these are all, are they sensitive to sunlight, the plastics?
It's UV treated.
Okay.
It's made out of locally sourced recycled plastic and with a colorant inside. So there's huge durability. When we touch the partition, you can see it's very solid.
So could you say put those in a dishwasher to clean them?
It doesn't even need the dishwasher. What I normally do is just, because it's very smooth, and you just use a little brush, just like this, and it's clean.
Wow.
Nothing really stays on it. It's so smooth that all the plug plants are just sliding easily. One of the very good advantage of these small size kits, for example, because it slides and it's small, it goes very quickly into the right temperature, and when you leave the partition to release the plant, you can release plants like beetroots, which normally needs to be thinned.
Yeah.
But you don't need to thin it anymore. You just release the plant and you use a dibber, plant it with the right space, so you avoid one weeding.
And how long has this product been on the market?
In the UK, it's been available only for 7 days.
Wow.
But in France, 13 months only. But in 13 months, I managed to have it in 300 stores.
So for the viewers in the UK,
For the
where would this product be available from?
if they go on buygermii.co.uk, they can buy it.
Okay, I'll put a link underneath for you. Thanks very much for your time.
No problems. It's my pleasure.
First of all, Alex, many thanks for taking time out. I know it's a busy day and there's a lot to see, but I'm really keen. I've saw the intro for this new project you're doing. Just tell the viewers what it's all about.
Yeah, so really lucky that I've been employed by a brand new cafe, bakery / restaurant to consult on their market garden that's going to supply vegetables directly into the cafe. The plan is to have a seasonal menu where they hero some of the vegetables from the garden in a seasonal menu in the cafe, which is really exciting.
I've been fortunate to have a little peek into what's been involved, but just describe for the viewers what the actual layout is of this new setup.
So initially the groundworks, I came in about halfway through the groundworks and they've laid out two 14 metre polytunnels, so 14 metre by 4 metre polytunnels, which is a great growing space to start off with, and then four huge raised beds, so they're probably the size of tennis courts roughly, or say half an allotment space each. I came in at the very beginning of the project, and we've started working on the soil preparation and groundworks ready for the season ahead.
So have you actually doing a growing plan? You're going to be the mentor for this setup business, is it?
Yeah, so I'll consult fully on the garden. I'll effectively take up the head gardener role for the first year on a consultancy basis. So at the moment we're in the middle of putting a team of part-time employees together to do some of the groundworks, some of the veg growing, and then it's I've taken over that space now from this point for the next year. My contract's a year long, and I will be putting a growing plan together that grows upwards of 40 different types of vegetables over the next 12 months.
And this is purely to provide food for the cafes?
Yeah, so we won't be selling direct veg to anyone. The veg will be going into the cafe, and they'll do everything from use it in their standard menu to hero in a couple of the vegetables in a seasonal menu that changes with the garden, and then also they'll do lots of preserving and pickling and stuff like that.
So how long have you been on the project so far?
So I started in November, so there was a break over Christmas, but I'd say 2 months of working on the project so far.
Is there any seeds been sown or plantings or anything?
Yeah, we're lucky enough to have a big heated greenhouse, so we've been able to get stuff started early. So we're garlic's in the ground. That's the only thing that's in the ground outside at the moment, because some of the groundwork's still going on. But in the greenhouse, we've started lots of our leafy vegetables like early salads, mustards, spinaches, those quick catch crops like radish, little round turnips. Broad beans in trays just while we carry on the groundworks, and they'll be transferred out there. So yeah, we've got lots underway.
Any different variety? The varieties are growing will be something you normally grow on your farm, or
yes, yeah. So I think in year one, to protect myself really more than anything, my sort of reputation, will use some of my tried and trusted varieties. We were just having a chat just beforehand about Sun Gold and some of the more standard tomato varieties that we'll go with. But to give that edge and that element to the menus, we're going to be looking at some of the heirloom tomato varieties that perhaps I wouldn't have worked with in the past, being on a sort of market garden scale. And then we'll look at interesting veggies that you might not see in your supermarkets, like your kalettes and ththings like that, just to give a different edge to the menu.
So you mentioned the growing space available is roughly 4 size tennis courts?
Yeah, I would say, I mean, I've got the measurements written down, but I won't bore you with that. But yeah, roughly, they're about 4 tennis courts.
So obviously to fill that, you're going to need a lot of plants and that.
Yeah.
So tell me about this greenhouse. What is it?
So yeah, it's a huge heated greenhouse. Again, I don't know the measurements off the top of my head. I haven't got them with me here today, but there's loads of growing space, and it's got shelving all round, and there's 2 shelving heights. It's heated, it's well automatic ventilated, and we've used some of the techniques that we use on the farm and transferred it over to the proven, tried and tested. So we use 104 cell trays, standardised 104 cell trays. So we start seeds in huge quantities, and we're bringing those on in this greenhouse space. There's enough space for probably off the top of my head, maybe 2 heights of 50 seed trays of 104, so we're talking huge numbers.
So you'll be actually doing a successional sowing throughout the
Yeah.
growing season, depending on what crop you're growing.
Yeah, absolutely, and you know, some of that will start as soon as the next few months. So we're going to try and get a catch crop of, say, something like radish that probably could go in the ground in the next couple of weeks in the greenhouse, and then as soon as we put those in the polytunnel to start off with, to get an early catch crop just for some of the lettuces when salads when they open, to give them a bit of spice. We'll succession sow those radishes, and we'll do that with a lot of the crops there.
And is there a target date ready for the first meal to come out of the ground?
We've not got a specific date, but we've got early summer. So the cafe, it's going to open in 2 stages. There's a cafe first and a restaurant second.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a grace period for that. The cafe actually opens in March, and there's no expectation for me to have anything ready in March because we only started in November, and a lot of the compost isn't even laid on the ground. The beds aren't fully prepared yet. There's a whole snagging list to do, but early summer, I'd like to think that we've got, or the plan is that we put together that in probably 10 weeks from now. So what that we'll be harvesting our first lettuce leaves and mustard leaves. They were sown 3-4 weeks ago in a heated greenhouse, so they're coming on nicely.
It's a massive project, really, considering, because I think you said it's taken a quarter or a third out of your working time on your own farm.
Yeah, so I'm expecting to spend 25%, a quarter of my time consulting on this particular site. So yeah, it takes a huge chunk out of my working week.
So just for the viewers here, what is your farm, the details, so they can go across and have a look?
So yeah, my farm is the Essex Allotment farm. I started off as an allotmenteer, and then I quit my job in London, getting on for 5 years ago now, and bought a little bit of farmland. We grow organic or vegetables free from chemicals and pesticides, and we sell direct to end consumer on about 1 acres currently. We've got 3 acres on the farm, but 1 in production, and we sell to end consumer via veg box service and farmers markets.
So what about social media, what you do?
Instagram mainly, and YouTube.
Where can people find you on there?
The Essex Allotment. If it's on Instagram, it's got underscores in between. If it's YouTube, it's just the Essex Allotment.
Alex, thanks very much for your time. Nice to speak to you.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you.